Namaste, angels. I'm here to do the daily reading for Thursday, June 1st. I'm excited about it being June. I have a lot going on. Like in the first 2 weeks, it's my birthday. It's my graduation, like all kind of stuff going on in my life. Hope you guys are excited about the summer too. We just had the unofficial start with Memorial Weekend of the summer. It doesn't really start until June 21st, but it's on and popping as far as I'm concerned. Anywho, I'm going to go straight to the significant events, beginning with the year 4000 BC. It's the approximate domestication of the horse in the Eurasian steppes near Derivica, central Ukraine. But this is a hypothesis only. 1215, Beijing, under control of Jurchen, ruler of Emperor Xuanzang of Jin. So let me spell that for you in case anybody wants to look it up. It's Xuanzong. Xuanzang of Jin, capital Jin, is captured by the Mongols under Genghis Khan, ending the Battle of Beijing. 1676, the Battle of Åland, Allied Danish-Dutch forces defeat the Swedish Navy in the Baltic Sea during the Scanian War, 1675 through 79. 1964, Kenya becomes a republic with Jomo Kenyatta as its first president. 1967, Beatles release Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in the U.S. and go on to spend 15 weeks at number 1. 1980, the first transmission of CNN, the cable news network. 1998, European Central Bank is founded in Brussels to define and execute the European Union's monetary policy. Did you know the first written record of Scotch whiskey appears in Exchequer Rolls of Scotland? Friar John Core is the distiller. So Exchequer Rolls was spelled Exchequerrolls. This is of Scotland. This happened on June 1st in the year 1495. Famous birthdays: Brigham Young, Marilyn Monroe. So not just JFK, but her too. They were both Geminis, like Biggie and Faith. And me and my children's father, both were two Geminis too, but not divine partners like these others. Morgan Freeman, Heidi Klum, Alanis Morissette, and Amy Schumer. Famous weddings: 1889, architect Frank Lloyd Wright, 21, wed socialite Catherine Tobin. 1896, Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw, 41, marries Charlotte Frances Payne Townsend, 41, in Covent Garden, Covent, C-O-V-E-N-T, Garden, in London. 1925, businessman Howard Hughes marries his first wife, Ella Rice. 1933, Charlie Chaplin, 44, weds Paulette Goddard, 22, master number 22. So he was exactly twice her age. 1941, actress Jean Turney, 20, weds fashion designer Oleg Cassini, 28. Famous divorces: 1989, Robin Givens and Mike Tyson are granted a final divorce in New Jersey. 1991, Roseanne Arnold and Tom Arnold wed again. They divorced again later. 1994, Guns N' Roses drummer Matthew Sorum files to divorce Kai. Famous deaths: James Buchanan, James Gordon Bennett, John Dewey, Curly Lambeau, Helen Keller, and George Mikan. George Mikan was American and an NBA center, one of the pioneers of professional basketball, redefining it as a game of so-called big men with its prolific rebounding, shot blocking, and his talent to shoot over smaller defenders with ambidextrous hook shot. That means he could do it with either arm, with either hand. He won 7 NBL, BAA, and NBA championships an All-Star MVP trophy, and 3 scoring titles. He was born on June 18th in 1924 and was a Gemini from Joliet, Illinois, USA. He died on June 1st, 2005 at the age of 80 of complications from diabetes. Helen Keller was American and an author, the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree. She was born on June 27th in 1880 and was a Cancer from Tuscumbia, Alabama, USA. She died on June 1st in 1968 at the age of 87. Curly Lambeau was American and an NFL head coach, the first coach of the Green Bay Packers. He won 6 NFL championships with his team and was the first coach to use the forward pass as his main offensive weapon. He was born on April 9th in 1898 and was an Aries from Green Bay, Wisconsin, USA. He died on June 1st in 1965 at the age of 67 of a heart attack. John Dewey was American, a philosopher, psychologist, and a writer. He's famous for the philosophy of pragmatism, one of the founders of functional psychology, advocacy of democracy, my pedagogic creed, and the school and society. He was born on October 20th in 1859 and was a Libra from Burlington, Vermont, USA. He died on June 1st in 1952 at the age of 92. James Gordon Bennett was American and founder of the New York Herald. He was the founder and editor and publisher of the New York Herald. He was a major figure in history of American newspapers. He was born on September 1st in 1795 and was a Virgo from Keith, Scotland. He died on June 1st at the age of June 1st, 1872, which is 9/9, by the way, at the age of 76, which is 1304 or 1111. And lastly, James Buchanan was American and the 15th U.S. president. He was a Democrat and he had prior been Secretary of State as well as Senator from Pennsylvania. His presidential term was from March 4th, 1857 through March 4th, 1861. He was preceded by Franklin Pierce and succeeded by Abraham Lincoln. 15th President of the United States from 1857 through 1861. To date, he is the only president from Pennsylvania and the only president to remain a lifelong bachelor. So no first lady. His inability to impose peace on sharply divided partisans on the brink of the Civil War led to his consistent ranking by historians as one of the worst presidents in American history. He was born on April 23rd in 1791 and was a Taurus from Cove Gap, Pennsylvania, USA. He died on June 1st in 1868 at the age of 77 of respiratory failure. Having gone up to the birthdays, Amy Schumer is American and a comedian, the creator and star of the sketch comedy series Inside Amy Schumer, which has been nominated for 5 Primetime Emmy Awards. She also wrote and starred in Trainwreck. She was born on June 1st in 1981 and is 35 years old, a Gemini from New York, USA. Alanis Morissette is a Canadian American and a singer-songwriter. She has won 16 Juno Awards and 7 Grammy Awards and was nominated for 2 Golden Globe Awards. She began her career in Canada as a teenager, recorded 2 dance pop albums. She has sold more than 60 million albums worldwide and is known for her powerful and emotive mezzo-soprano voice. She was born on June 1st in 1974 and is 42 years old, a Gemini from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Heidi Klum, 43 years old and German, a supermodel. She became internationally known for her appearances on the cover of Sports Illustrated before becoming the first German model to become a Victoria's Secret angel in 1997. Following a successful modeling career, she became the host and judge of the reality show Project Runway, which earned her an Emmy nomination in 2008 and a win in 2013 for Outstanding Host of a Reality Competition Program. She was born on June 1st in 1973 and is 43 years old, a Gemini from Bergisch Gladbach, West Germany. Morgan Freeman is 79 years old. He's an actor known for his distinctively smooth, deep voice. He has received Academy Award nominations for his performance in Street Smart, Driving Miss Daisy. I don't know. I guess I was about to say Sesame Street because he was on Electric Company. That's from where he comes. But they're saying Street Smart, Driving Miss Daisy, The Shawshank Redemption, and Invictus. And he won Best Supporting Actor, an Oscar in 2005 for $1 Million Baby. He was born on June 1st in 1937 and is 79 years old, a Gemini from Memphis, Tennessee, USA. Marilyn Monroe was American and an actress. She was an American actress, model, and singer who became a major sex symbol of her age, often playing an archetypal dumb blonde. She was no dumb blonde. She was no dumb blonde. I talk a lot about her in, I think it's my History of the World Part 2 video that I did last year. It's in like my specials or revelations or both, if anybody wants to see it, the playlist. But yes, she often played a dumb blonde. She starred in a number of commercially successful motion pictures during the 1950s and the 1960s. She became further famous for singing Happy Birthday, Mr. President to John F. Kennedy and for modeling in the first issue of Playboy magazine. So they don't list all the things that she, was really, that were really special about her, or any of the things that were really special about her. And the fact that she was not a dumb blonde. For one thing, she was very instrumental in civil rights. She is the first, I believe, to have refused to patronize certain clubs if they wouldn't allow black performers, or, wouldn't give them the same sort of recognition and stardom for playing in the club. She would refuse to go. She did a lot of involvement with the marches, as did John F. Kennedy. I mean, that's why he was killed, basically, because of his involvement in civil rights. But anyway, I will go on. She was born on June 1st in 1926 and was a Gemini from Los Angeles, California, USA. She died on August 5th in 1962 at the age of only 36. They say suicide by drug overdose. And lastly, Brigham Young, American and founder of Salt Lake City, as well as president of the LDS Church. He's famous for being a leader in the Latter-day Saint movement and a settler in Western United States. He led the Mormon people to Utah and has been referred to as the American Moses. He founded Salt Lake City and he served as the first governor of Utah Territory. He was born on June 1st in 1801 and was a Gemini from Whittingham, Vermont, USA. He died on August 29th in 1877 at the age of 76 of peritonitis. August 29th, Michael Jackson's birthday. Okay. With that, going to the dice, we're beginning with spend money. Yes. And romantic dinner. Spirit still says yes. But now also massage. And eat cake. Going to the cards, we're beginning with the Emperor and Archangel Michael. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. The Emperor represents the signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Opening 2, the Four of Fire, contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life and the successful completion of a project. The Emperor. Opening to life experience with Archangel Chamuel, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. So something could be going on with somebody's actual home. With the Emperor being major arcana card number 4, about our foundations, quite possibly about a home, having open to the Four of Fire, which can very well be about a home or a relationship or something. Again, our foundations, and now life experience, which is the Tower. The Emperor. And opening to the Hermit with Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. The Hermit is a Virgo or perhaps a Taurus or Capricorn or somebody taking on those attributes, doing some introspection, maybe going within. The Five of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. So the Five of Air for me is a card not only of conflict, but conflict in which we ourselves had a hand in bringing upon ourselves. Whether it was inadvertent, accidental, malicious, whatever the case was, we basically helped to bring ourselves drama. The overall energy is the Knight of Water, who's emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, and contemplative, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, and maybe even an invitation to a social event to which you should say yes. And eat cake if cake is available at said event. It could be a wedding that some of us are invited to be someone's date at a wedding. Masculine, the Three of Air, great sadness. Take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. So we've had this card in this exact position a couple times this week. And we know what it's about. It's about the masculine ending relationships of all different kinds, and the pain that can come with that. But we also saw the beauty of what happens when you move forward too. With the energy of the Four of Air. This is with what I clarified the Three of Air the last time it popped up. And I had been talking about the fact that this is like in the past, so to speak. It exists. It's something that's there, but it's something that also simultaneously they're getting over with energy like this. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision, and meditation may provide answers. The Four of Air is a card of rest and recovery, rehabilitation, you know, like getting one's strength back, getting back on one's feet, all that kind of stuff. So this is moving on from the hurt. And in the masculine subconscious, the Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning, perhaps. Yes, because it can be associated with some hurt. However, the Ace of Air is a card of victory. It's also a card of having cut away things that no longer serve us, because the Ace of Air is a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, and we get to cutting. We don't play around in that area. So somebody may be taking on this sort of energy. The masculine, the Ace of Air is also a card of truth. Truth may have set somebody free and again led to pain, because sometimes the truth hurts. But it is what it is. We get over it. We keep it pushing. We keep it moving. And we go on. The feminine is the Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness and the positive resolution of a conflict. Surrounded by justice with Archangel Raguel, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs. Justice represents the sign of Libra, or perhaps Gemini, Aquarius. In the feminine subconscious, it's the Queen of Fire, all in her element, the feminine is. Confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful is the Queen of Fire. She's also a Leo, Aries, like the Emperor that we started with, or Sagittarius, and the quintessential divine feminine of the tarot. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Crowning, the Six of Air, sitting here again next to this Three of Air. This is about moving on, moving away from that pain, crossing the Four of Air, getting better, keeping it moving with our lives, literally. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You may even be taking a trip, okay? And look to toward what we're moving. Okay, this six of air, this horse on a boat headed toward the two of water and this justice. At the root, the seven of water, a complex decision. The need to do research, stop procrastinating. This seven of water crosses the four of air, which can also be about a decision. On another note, it equals an 11, and it sits next to an 11. The ace of air can be a 1 or an 11, like any ace in any card deck, if you're relating it to numbers. So we have an 11-11 here. But yeah, we have, for some people, a decision that has to be made about whatever is in these cups. This can have something to do with family and or specifically children. At least for me, as water or cups cards tend to, but specifically for me, at least for children, it's the ace, the 3, the 6, and the 10. So with this being the 7, it can have something to do with something else too. Some of us may be even considering, this is not something you can put much time into, but some of us may be even considering like a one-night stand sort of thing, which maybe because you're, like you come out of something and you're ready to jump at something else for whatever reason. No judgment. No judgment. Yeah, that's what's coming for some. It can be something like a one night, deciding whether or not to like go home with someone. And for some, who knows? Maybe that's the start of your divine union, right? Like maybe you haven't met yet and you finally do. And you're like, I wonder if I take you home sort of thing. At the heart of the matter, the two of air. Here's this more about this decision. But justice sitting here next to it. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, and pretending there's no problem. For me, the two of air seems to be not only a decision, or tends to be not only a decision, but a decision between two people. So maybe this is about the decision that was already made. That was already made between the divine feminine and another person. Okay, and the divine feminine getting her justice, resulting in her two of water and pain or hurt or whatever for the other person, and perhaps the masculine and having to cut somebody off. Yeah, I think for many, the decision is made already, or it's being made at this time. We're deciding to move on, to keep it moving. So with that, I'm going to go on to the romance cards, and I'm not surprised that I'm beginning with unrequited love. It's this person that we're leaving behind, or this energy we're leaving behind. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, so it has to go. Yep, separation. We're moving on from these people. Time apart from them is on the horizon. Unrequited love. Because that relationship was codependent. Addictions were affecting our romantic life. Unrequited love. So stay optimistic about your love life, because we're going to move on from this victoriously. Positive thinking and faith is what's going to bring you romance. This two of water with this divine feminine. The righteous thing to happen. Unrequited love back, opening to religious factors. Some of you were like married, or you had been raised with other sort of ideologies, maybe having to do with children. You're not married, but you're the parent of the kid. I can't, leave my child's other parent, their mother, their father, whatever the case may be. And so that had been holding you back. Your love life was influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. But that love, there's no love there. There's no love there. And we're learning also that actually goes against the new covenant. So if it's about religion and following the right path, the path of justice, that's not the right one, because that's not what Jesus says to do. He says, when God brings two souls together, right? Two souls together, that's what's not to be broken. So if you have to break something that's not working, that's already broken, that can't be fixed, in order to resolve a situation here and allow two people the positive resolution of a conflict and a relationship to continue to grow closer, then that's what you have to do. And for some, it may have taken some time, but worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other is the overall energy. I'm going to put a card here, although we know what this is, and a card here. Let's see if there's any other meanings. A card here. And we'll do one for the feminine too. Balance it all out. Here atop the 3 of air. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Masculine. So where this hurt relates to the prior loss maybe or separation of you from this 2 of water, that coming back together now because you've cut away the other situation. Feminine here, top your justice. Yep, it had to do with a past life relationship, which we already knew, but it's nice to have this kind of reconfirmation, isn't it? You've known each other before. Here at the root, atop the 7 of water, deception. Someone's wearing a false self mask in this relationship, and the truth will set them free. At the heart of the matter, atop the 2 of air, let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So this is about calling upon the angels for help with this decision for those of us who haven't made it yet. And the next card is upright. Let's clarify this deception. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So this probably has to do with those of us who were remaining in otherwise difficult situations for the sake of money. Like, I can't afford to pay the rent by myself, so I got to stay here with whomever this is. I can't afford to raise this child by myself, so I have to do it with their other parent, even though things are not working. All that kind of stuff goes toward money, and why we remain stuck in some of these past life relationships. In other cases, this is an actual court case that's resulting in the feminine's favor in a financial manner, like she's winning some sort of judgment. Maybe she's getting alimony or child support or something of that nature. All right. Advice. And no wonder I'm starting with Nurture Yourself and Mother Mary. This is about do you. This is about, stop living and or loving for other people. And opening 2, mother, wife, sister, daughter, and Lady Nada. Mother, wife, sister, daughter. And persistence with Lou. Persistence. And come out of the closet. The Amaterasu can certainly have to do with deception. A false self-mask. Mother, wife, sister, daughter is about a relationship with a feminine energy in our lives that can be ourselves, whether male or female or masculine or feminine, that we need to heal. Persistence back. I'll go one more, and it's the power of joy. Persistence back. The power of joy is what we find when we cut away the toxic circumstance. And after all that, we're back to Nurture Yourself with Mother Mary. And the overall energy is retreat into nature and green man. So finances and career, again, these things improving, getting the justice. When the green man shows up, the purpose is to let us know that abundance is on its way, not just of the financial, but certainly in that area, but also, material and love. And lastly, sacral chakra, which is one of the cards I had seen the day before as I was shuffling that I forgot to mention, I think, that led me to the epiphany that Mary was trying to show me something about, pregnancy and all of that, fertility. You are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods, and energies right now. All of this came out in that reading yesterday too. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding these harsh items, situations, and relationships. So this is about detoxifying our lives of anything that doesn't fit, anything to which we've been addicted, or anyone to which we've been addicted or had a codependent relationship with or upon. Opening 2, vacuum away fear. This will help us to move on. Call upon the archangels, let your friends help you, Michael and Raphael, to lift fear-based energy from you, your surroundings, this situation, and everyone involved. Because we ultimately want everyone to experience the power of joy. It's not just for us. It's everybody involved should get to experience that. Vacuum away fear is back. Cancel, clear, delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Vacuum away fear. I'm gonna cut. Oop, that was a lot. Mediumship. You have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. And I'm feeling specifically fathers, although I just pulled that mother, wife, sister, daughter. Fathers, or heard it, felt it, just came through with this. Somebody's father wanting them to know that they are around. I guess when you haven't been sure. That sort of daddy, is that you kind of feeling? Yes, it's him. And that wasn't to slight anybody with the mothers. It can be your mother too, but I felt fathers just now. Manifestation power is our overall energy. This coupled with retreat into nature and the green man is pretty awesome. And with finances and career at the root, crossing justice, no less, is pretty awesome. Use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So, further advice from the angel therapy cards to the masculine. Third eye chakra. It's safe for you to see the energy of love in all forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So you don't get freaked out by it. Feminine crystals. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. So you may want to get some crystals if you don't have some already, or work with those that you have if you do. That assist with financial matters, with abundance, with healing away and clearing away fear, ego, past life relationships that help to cut cords. Masculine, for you, meditate goes very well with your 4 of air here, which can also be about meditation, perhaps to help to provide answers for the decision you have to make. Whether that's the case or not, Buddha is agreeing that yes, you need to get some meditation in. Masculine. Feminine, right, says Thought. This can have to do with you signing whatever papers are involved here. Again, this can be a legal matter for some. For others, maybe you're doing it on your own. A Dear John letter or a I miss you sort of thing to this 2 of water. Or maybe to spirit and or deceased loved ones. Writing something down, maybe burning it like I do, or not, putting it in a God box or something like that. All of those things came just now with the right. For masculine, the 10 of fire, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. That leads to stress-related concerns, some feeling of being burdened and or burdensome coming to an end for you, masculine. Amen. May have involved a fire sign, perhaps moving toward or moving away from a fire sign. This can also, this day can also be very big for water and air combinations. Yeah, water and air. And lastly, feminine. I was just thinking earth too. That's why I paused. I'm like, earth too is coming through, but I don't see any earth here. Here it is. The Hermit with Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. This is all about the introspection and going within. And I said that's it, but no, there's the romance cards here. So yes, water and earth, air and earth, air and water. Yeah, I think those are the combinations. Masculine, you deserve love. You are lovable. So this goes back to nurturing yourself, stopping with the living and or loving for other people, not beating yourself up for having made the decision to cut away what was toxic to you, including relationships, regardless of with whom they may have been. And that allows for you to move toward love. And here we have this very Sagittarian kind of energy, or Cupid kind of energy, shooting the arrow. It will be facing this Two of Water. Okay, this is telling you to go ahead and move on toward your new beginning. And lastly, now, feminine. Whereas we started with a love that didn't work with someone, and maybe on our side too, not just the masculine. Some of us have had some people, places and things with which we had to dispense as well. Now we're in a place where there's a strong magnetic attraction here and a much healthier and beautiful relationship. I hope that you guys enjoy the daily reading. Namaste, angels.